LaRussell just made the dumbest mistake of his career. Quite frankly, I don't know how anybody or why anybody will voluntarily choose to do something like this, but he did, and is causing him a lot of trouble. Now, the mistake was actually done at one of his backyard shows. We'll get back to the video shortly, but I wanted to let you guys know this video is being sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi is an app where you can make money predicting current events. I put money on what the weather is going to be every day on Kalshi. I check the weather app when I wake up. And really all I do is I look at what the highest temperature is going to be for the day. Then I go on Kalshi and place a prediction on what I think the highest temperature is going to be for the day. I'll say probably 7 out of 10 times my weather prediction hits. Sometimes it doesn't hit. But if you want to get paid by predicting weather on a daily basis, you can do so on Kalshi by clicking the link in my description and downloading the app and using code FLACO to get $10 on your first deposit.
I made this record and I sent it off to my engineer, and he calls me. He said, "Man, you probably shouldn't put this out." I said, "Why? What the hell happened?" He said, "You know, you talking about Epstein, it's a lot of shit going on." And I said, "Thank you for calling me. I'm finna drop this." That's exactly why we need it. Because everybody sit and be silent. And the goal of an artist is to express the times and discuss, say all the things that nobody else want to say or know how to say. I'm not perfect, and neither is the president. Was guiltier than a nigga hiding evidence. You can't be mad that they heated if you don't let them vent. Even the devil was heaven sent. Even Malcolm was heaven sent. Even Martin was heaven sent. Even Kanye was heaven sent. We all heaven sent. Donald too. We all heaven sent. Epstein too. We all heaven sent. Adolf too. We all heaven sent.
The angry black man in me has a major issue with you just mentioning Malcolm X in the same breath as Epstein, but it's understandable what we think he meant. He's a Christian, so he probably means that we were all sent from heaven. But heaven sent already has a definition, and that's the problem here. Heaven sent means you are a blessing. You are heaven sent. You were sent by heaven, right? At a very opportune time to be a solution for something. That's what heaven sent means. So if you're using a word that already has a definition, heaven sent, which is a blessing, then you kind of have to explain, how was Epstein a blessing? How exactly was Adolf a blessing, right? What did their presence bless? What was they sent for? What was the opportune time they were sent to fix? That's the issue here. Now, obviously, if you want to be bad faith, you can say LaRussell was praising Epstein and Adolf. I don't think that's the case. Like, that's absurd. All right. I don't think LaRussell has this secret infinity for Epstein and Adolf. I think LaRussell meant, as a Christian, we all started in heaven at some point. But words mean something. And if you did a poor job communicating what you meant, then it's up to you to come and take accountability and clarify. But LaRussell is refusing to do so. And people are on social media calling him out, and they want him burned at a stake. The reaction has been, they want LaRussell to be publicly disciplined. LaRussell has been public enemy number one ever since that Lil Wayne comment, but this video kind of took things over the edge. People really hate him now. One person says, "Nothing can mentally prepare you for how bad this is." Somebody says, "Your engineer was right, dog." Showed this to girlfriend, and she said, "I'm so serious, Christina. You cannot let this become a vocal stem. I ain't gonna lie, fam. You start rapping to me, Epstein is heavy sent on a beautiful day in California, after I paid money to see you, there will be some commotion, because we definitely not doing any of this at all." That's exactly what I think. Somebody said, "Listen to your engineer." Okay. See, confessing he signed on Rock Nation was the first mistake. Going at Wayne was the second mistake. This, to me, is like 3 strikes and you're out. Somebody says, boy signed to Jay-Z and is calling Epstein heavy sent a month later. Can't make this ish up, man. Why did you just call Epstein and Adolf heaven sent? Why the F did you just do that? What the F does heaven sent mean to you? That's the point. It felt like LaRussell didn't quite understand what heaven sent means, so he used it inappropriately. And I feel like because he's linked to Jay-Z and Rock Nation, people don't want to be charitable with LaRussell. I like LaRussell, right? Like I like him. You feel me? Like I like his music. I think LaRussell is an overall good guy. So I'm being charitable because I think I understand what he meant. The Christian in him means everybody came from heaven, everybody came from God. Now, LaRussell will start off being like very defiant. Like LaRussell would refuse to apologize. He will call people haters. But after a few days of reflecting, he's finally back on his social media to explain the situation.
Good morning, America. Hey, the past few days, I've been working, so I ain't got to really be on social media. I cut I schedule it, and I post, and I get into the world. The homies briefed me yesterday on all the outrage, and my first thought was, ain't that slow. But I go and look, and that's slow. Just listen to the music. Like, there's no way hear that clip, and they like, you support Epstein. When the world be in despair, sometimes you need realization. And that realization for me through this song was like, damn, the same God who created Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, who did so many great things, is the same God that created Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, who did so many evil things. And it's crazy the range of what a human life is capable of. It's capable of changing the world and detrimenting the world. That's the purpose of the song. That's my realization of like, damn, this is all from the same place, and look which way it can go when somebody is misguided, when somebody doesn't have all the tools, when somebody just chooses to use their life in a negligent way. And it's insane for me to take that and be like, you support Epstein. Like, you is weird. Like, if you want to know where I stand, go look at my life.
That's the point. Not everybody who came across that tweet, LaRussell, knows who you are. And it's not their responsibility to do a full deep dive research on your life story and who you are before they make a conclusion on what came out of your mouth. Right? It's your responsibility, is your job to articulate it right the first time, especially if you're putting it in the atmosphere to be judged and critiqued and watched. And now I understand you because I know who you are. I understand you because I'm familiar with you. But if somebody is coming across this and their first impression of LaRussell is he's an Epstein sympathizer, what does that look like for you?
Go listen to my music. Go see what I do in my community. Go speak to somebody who actually know me. Be for real. It's so crazy how fast it go from black boy fly to get back in line. Y'all want to be constricted and restricted so bad. And I'm never not going to be free. I'm never not going to be free of my speech and free of my thought and free of my art. Artists and comedians is the niggas who's supposed to express the times and what's going on and communicate it in a way that's like, man, this is what came to me. Y'all love to create enemies and try to bash anybody who has an opposing thought to how you feel. I ain't got to show up how you want me to show up. This for me and my people and my base who resonate and connect. Everybody else can suck my.
LaRussell is wildly successful doing things his way, so I can't tell him not to do things his way. However, if I was to give him advice, LaRussell, you're known as like the brand-friendly, super hyped up, super friendly, super nice guy. You coming across as combative, you coming across as vicious, as mean, is probably not the route you want to take, especially in a situation where people are already trying to paint you a certain way. In a situation, bro, all you really got to say, hey, man, I meant it this way. Maybe I could have articulated it better. I'll do better in the future. Taking this approach, hey, man, if you guys misinterpret it, hey, you misinterpret it, hey, man, suck my D. If you, nah, bro, this is not the route you want to take, man. It's not. Especially when you were wrong in a situation. You were wrong. Heaven sent means something. Heaven sent has a definition. And you used it like definitionally incorrect. And people took you as if you said it literally, right? That's not their fault, that's your fault. You did a very poor job at executing it. But LaRussell refused to take accountability, and he kind of takes a combative route and go at people, which, you didn't build your brand off of negativity.
And it's who don't do a quarter, a tenth of what I do. You niggas benefiting off shit I've done. What you do besides talk on the net? Even you haven't sent with your dumb ass. Shout out to my people who know, who been here since Do That Little Dance, who been here since Soup and Crackers, who know what's up with me. And shout out to our new niggas who just been waiting for a reason to hate a nigga. You know, that'll take the truth. Me saying Jeffrey Epstein is heaven sent is the truth. God made him too. A lot of you be so religious and so spiritual and so righteous, but this is what you do with your time and your effort. Hey, don't be free as no artist. Don't say whatever message is delivered to you. Don't write what come to you. Don't share what you think about the world. You know how stupid that sound? Y'all insane. You become master so fast. Boy, you better watch your mouth. Boy, you better watch what you do. It's even retarded in there like, man, you be at schools around kids. Yeah, changing their life and helping them become something and giving them journeys and careers and an example of what they could be. What you be doing for them? Your kids don't even like you. You niggas just like to be triggered. And anything can trigger y'all. Anything can move y'all. The simplest thing, just hearing something, can move you and get y'all to rally against a nigga who in his community giving back. A nigga who buying out grocery stores. A nigga taking kids to get shoes and get clothes. A nigga who buying out restaurants. A nigga who helping out the homeless.
If you start bringing things you do for other people up when you're getting canceled, then it doesn't look like you're doing things for people with a good heart. It looks like you're only doing it to bring it up, right? You're only doing it for PR. You're only doing it, right, to save face. That's what it looks like, right? Because if you already doing it and it's on camera and it's out there, then let people say, nah, man, LaRussell ain't this. He hasn't. But when you're bringing it up, it comes across as tacky. I don't know, it's tacky. And it's too much explanation. Yo, this is a 5-minute video like LaRussell dropped explaining why he's not like Epstein, why he's not a pedo, when we already know this, right? I knew it was looking dark for LaRussell when Van Lathan and Rachel Lindsay had a problem with what LaRussell said. Because Van Lathan and Rachel Lindsay is LaRussell target audience. Like, these are the niggas LaRussell make music for. So if they is on you, this is bad.
That's the kind of thing that I was trying to understand. What I did understand is he does not know the definition of heaven sent.
Right. Well, this is a thing. So he did come out and a couple of weeks ago, and there's never anything in a vacuum. Some of the hate that LaRussell is getting right now, and guys, there is no two ways about it.
Yeah.
This was a breathtaking unforced error from LaRussell. But if we're trying to put Adolf Hitler and Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump in the same sentence with Martin Luther King Jr., we got to go a little deeper.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we understand, like you said, heaven sent means something that happened, it comes from heaven.
It's like a blessing. It's like a miracle.
Right.
So
now,
that's
if,
not what,
if
that's
you
not who
say
people
that
are.
Jeffrey Epstein was a blessing, brother, we need the equation. You got to show you one. Okay?
Or if you're saying Cain,
you gotta,
created from God, like if that's what you're trying to mean, you need a better explanation from it, and then you need to explain that they're hell-bound.
Not even that, because I'm not even with all of that who going to hell shit. That's a thing that's happening in hip-hop, because even LaRussell did that.
My point being is that there's a good and an evil, and if you're using a heaven, right? The reason I'm saying hell is because you use heaven. So if you're using a heaven, then the other part of it is hell. This is a good, it's good versus evil. That's the only reason I said hell bound.
Well,
so I'm like, if that's what you're trying to say, then maybe this is where you should have gone with it.
You know, this is something that artists try to do a lot as well. We've heard this before.
That was Van Lathan and Rachel Lindsay of the Higher Learning, but that's a fact, right? That's an absolute fact. Is one, all he had to do was just clarify and move on. Now, again, the people who want to hate you, they will continue to hate you, but the people who are neutral and the people who want to understand, they will get the understanding, but not holding yourself accountable, just coming out as just angry and just combative. It's just, this is not the LaRussell we know, and it's not on brand, But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? Do y'all believe LaRussell meant to praise Epstein and Adolf, or do you guys feel like, he meant to say everybody is sent from heaven, and he just made a mistake, let me know, okay? And if you're still watching, let me know in the comment section. And if you want to see another good video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen, here, to find out how Aiden Ross made a really big mistake, just like LaRussell. But I think Aiden Ross' career is in jeopardy. I'm going to see you guys in this Aiden Ross video. And if you enjoy my content, click on the hype button below this video and send me a hype. It's 100% free, and hypes are the best way to push my videos in the algorithm. So please send me a hype if you support me. I'm going to see you guys in this Aiden Ross video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.